Yo, what's good? Damn, I was gonna say stream, but I'm doing these off camera now. I'm gonna change the name to these videos to instead of damn, that's might be just a little bit too bright. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. I'm gonna change these reaction videos to H2K breakdowns instead of H2K reacts, just because I feel like the content is really different. Let me just turn this bitch off. I think the screen is just wide enough. Oh yeah, the screen's wide enough to just have my face on here. Um, Sorry for this video coming out a day or two late. And then same with I've missed. This is like the longest I've went without streaming in like months. It's 3 days. Um, I just been dealing with some, mental fatigue. When you do. Don't get me wrong, I miss streaming and all that shit. I just kind of get, stuck before making content, kind of freeze. But we're back. I'm gonna drop this video tonight, Monday, and then we'll be back on stream tomorrow. Just been working a lot, and yeah, it just, sometimes I get fucked up like that. But anyway, sorry to go off on a tangent. First fucking 2 minutes of the video is bullshit. Let's get into this UFC Fight Night card. In Baku. So I'm not gonna lie, guys. This was a pretty mid card in my opinion. We had some good fights. There was also some really shitty fights and a lot of questionable referee decisions. I did horrible on my picks. I did pick a lot of dogs on this card though. But yeah, no. Normally I only miss 2 or 3 picks. This one I missed a decent bit. Okay, so first fight of the night, we got Abdulayev versus Nascimento. Both debutants. Nascimento was coming from LFA as like a reigning champ or whatever. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this was a horrible fight. Dog shit fight, worst fight of the night by far. I think Nascimento might perform better when he's at 155. I believe the commentary said that he took this fight on short notice, and that's why he's fighting at 170. I believe he said he is wants to fight at 155. So maybe he'll look better at 155, but damn, it was not a good performance. Boring is absolute fuck. The whole time, Nascimento just circled. He was just circling to the outside. He'd blitz in, connect with a couple punches, but then he just looked scared, and he would just back right out. So he wouldn't really string together a combination. He would engage real quick, maybe land a punch or two, back out, and then circle for fucking 2 more minutes. But then Abdulayev or whatever, he did not help this fight at all. It's not like Nascimento was just running. He was engaging more than fucking Abdulayev was. This motherfucker, I get it, you're from Baku or whatever, you want to perform for the crowd. How about you actually use some fucking skill to perform for the crowd? He literally was just walking up to dude, looking at him, looking at the crowd, point down. Then when he actually get in the fucking range, he just sit there like this, froze. How the fuck are you hyping up the crowd, and every single time he don't want to just stand in the pocket with you, you start fucking complaining, but then you get in range and you're just froze the fuck up, not doing shit. And questionable fucking referee calls. He gave Nascimento a warning for his activity and to engage or whatever, but Nascimento had fucking thrown way more strikes than Abdulayev up to that point of the fight. I think that was in the second round. Yeah, holy shit, it was boring as fuck. I honestly thought Nascimento would have won that on the cards, but the third round, the motherfucker Abdulayev gets a good takedown. I'll give him that. But there's less than a minute left in the fight, and he starts getting some good ground and pound, but he might have landed like 3 or 4 clean shots. Nascimento was still clearly in the fight, fighting back. And what do you know? The fucking ref stops it with 40 seconds left. That was a horrible stoppage. 1 second. Yeah, no, horrible stoppage. I honestly think Nascimento should have won that fight on the scorecards. It was a horrible fight, but still, he should have won that fight on the scorecards. Then we got Al-Makan versus Matsumoto. Yeah, that's how you say it. I thought Alkaman was gonna win this fight or whatever. The first round definitely went to. Let's see if I can pronounce his first name better. You know what? Fuck it, not Almakan. Almakan like came out. He was really good fucking combos, man. Good counter hook. Fucking good 1-2. He dropped Matsumoto in the first round. He had really good takedown defense. Was hitting with a good right hand. Matsumoto landed like a good elbow and takedown to like end the round. But honestly, I mean, he dropped Matsumoto in the first round, so I gave the first round to Almekin. And then like the second round, that one was definitely Matsumoto. Honestly, they were kind of going back and forth. I thought if Almekin, if he wouldn't have, he started to gas towards the end of the fight, and when he was blitzing in and had that speed, he was landing every time and could have won that fight. But they kind of was even most of the second round until the end. Once the end came, like the final minute and a half of the fight, Matsumoto landed like a really good knee. Then he landed a good head kick, and he ended the fucking round with like a spinning back fist. That shit was sweet. So I gave the round to him. So like really the fight just came down to the final round. And maybe I'm a little bit biased because of my pick, but I really thought Almekin won that final round. I think Matsumoto outstruck him by like 2 strikes. I just felt like he finished stronger. Like it was pretty even until the end. I felt like Almekin finished the fight stronger, was landing the harder shots. But yeah, they gave it to Matsumoto, 29-28. Another split decision. Yeah, hold on. No, a UD. Wow, this motherfucker actually got a UD. Normally he's the king of splits. So yeah, it could have went either way, but I started off this card like really bad with my picks. Then we went to Daniil Danchenko versus. I'm just gonna say Theodore because I can't pronounce that last name. Dude, Danchenko might be one of my favorite prospects coming up. The kicks and his movement are just so crazy. Even if he never becomes like an elite fighter, you can just tell this guy is always gonna be putting on bangers because he's just the output. He hits hard and just the output from the legs to the body to the head. Like he's just dropping kicks. Then it's they'll get into a clinch or something, and now it's knees and elbows. He's just never not looking for a way to cause damage on his opponent. And fighters like that are just fucking amazing. He was throwing really hard calf kicks. I really liked how he was mixing in a lot of shots to the body, because that just opens up the head strikes. He also was landing some hard elbows, like I mentioned before. And towards the end of the first round, like a low kick almost dropped fucking Theodore, man. Like them calf kicks was fucking deadly. Honestly though, give props to Theodore. Late or short notice debut, first ever fight in the UFC, and he looked so calm, very composed. He was landing, like he had some good counter strikes. But debuting against Danchenko on short notice, that's a hard fucking go out for your first night. And then, the finish was a hard head kick and then just nasty follow-up. Honestly, I hope they keep Theodore. I really hope they do and don't cut him right away. I think both of them are going to be like fighters that are just super entertaining to put with like other strikers. Um, yeah. This was another fight I picked completely wrong. Ofli versus Reyes. I really thought Reyes was going to be able to use his length and catch Ofli because Ofli started out his UFC run horrible. So I really thought Reyes was going to check his chin and just hit him down the middle with something, use his length. Did not happen that way. Ofli fucking was just catching him with so many counter right hands. He had great movement. And then the right is what dropped him. And then, like, he just jumped right on Reyes. Started just nasty ground and pound elbows. Fucking hard hammer fists. And then he just locked on the arm triangle so quick and just fucking strangled him. It was a good fight by Ofli. I got to give him credit for that one. And then Ruziboyev versus Poliev. I feel so bad for Poliev. I really hope he don't get cut. He has been given murderer's row for his UFC run. He hasn't got a single like decent matchup, and it's honestly insane that Ruziboyev used to fight at 170 because that motherfucker looks like a 205er in there. He looks shredded. He got a good takedown, and he just looked so fucking strong. And his transitions were just nasty, man. He ended up getting the sub, but it was like half neck crank, half rear naked choke. And you could just tell, like, dude, his fucking muscles was just fucking squeezing the life out of Poliev. It was like watching a boa constrictor, like, just fucking chomp down on something. Yeah, and the referee damn near fucking caught a homicide because dude almost died in that bitch. But yeah, that was a really good performance by Ruziboyev. I would like to see him fight someone in the rankings. His only UFC loss is to Buck. Then again, Buck was at 185 then, so like it's kind of questionable how good you are when you're losing to like a 170 pounder, but it is what it is. I still think that was a fucking great performance. And then one of the best prospects in 205, honestly, probably the best prospect in 205, other than Iwo Beriuski. I think that's how you pronounce that last name, Berenunski. I don't fucking know, Polish dude. But yeah, Yakayev versus Walker. Dude, the fight started within the first 3 seconds. They squared up, hard right, drops Walker. Fight was fucking over, dude. Like, he landed some follow-up or whatever to finish it. It really wasn't even needed. He was out with one punch. One punch, knocked out. And that's kind of scary because Yakayev has really only been seen as a fucking grappler. We haven't really seen him strike like that, but to literally throw one punch and you basically just flattened him immediately, yeah, man, it was 8 seconds. So, crazy potential there. And then, if you like the past, it was like the past, other than the first fight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 really, really good fights. And then you got to Hassanov versus Eric Nolan. Hassanov, if you looked at his physique before he got to the UFC, that motherfucker was juicy. He definitely was juicy. At least a little bit. But, yeah, 170-pound fight. Dude, it was just wrestle fucking. If you don't like grappling, this fight's not for you. The first round was very entertaining. I thought the scrambling was like really, really fucking fun. And honestly, it was good scrambling the entire fight. But not much damage, like at all. There was no damage. I wish Eric Nolan would have listened to. I believe it was Was it Eric Nissick in his corner? I believe it was Nissick in his corner. But he was literally telling Eric Nolan, when you stand up, knee to the body, shot to the body, anything like that, and he probably would have won the fight. I think Hassanov would have fucking died if he would have got hit to the body. But yeah, Eric Nolan just didn't listen, and then every single time he would stand up, he would just start throwing fucking kicks or like trying to slug it out. That was the worst fucking game plan ever from Eric Nolan. But yeah, not much action, but just like straight wrestle fucking. So yeah, I did pick Hassanov, but not very impressive to be honest. Then we got another good fucking finish. Abus Magomedov. Hey, I did say in my prediction video, Magomedov is so dangerous in the first round. I thought Michael Oleksiejczuk was gonna survive that first round. He fucking did not. Magomedov looked so much bigger. Honestly, like, he made Michael look like you need to move down to 170. And Michael just looked gun shy. He looked really fucking gun shy. I really liked Magomedov got him in the clinch against the cage, and he like hit him with a fucking knee, like coming up from the side because he's so big. He hit him with a knee to the just right in the dome from the side. It was so nice. And then he even the shot that dropped Michael was just a nasty elbow, dude. That shit landed so flush. Just dropped him, and he just dropped right down for the gilly. Yeah, man, Magomedov is probably one of the best first round fighters in the UFC. And then after that first round, he's just gassed and horrible. I mean, even when he fought Sean Strickland, when Sean Strickland stepped in on short notice, he was winning the first round of the Sean Strickland fight. And then Sean Strickland came back and whooped his ass. But he was fucking winning that. And honestly, I think that is his best fight so far. He came out there and he looked a lot more like calm and composed, not just fucking throwing it all out there in the first round. I mean, he still got the finish in the first round, but he didn't look like he completely gassed in that first round. Like, if it would have went to round 2, he probably could have kept performing at the same level, which is a good improvement for him. He's very skilled. It's just, man, his gas tank is horrible. And then Aliskerov versus Bruno Ferreira. Aliskerov, man, he is fucking phenomenal at just mixing it up. He's very good at pressuring his opponents. And then, like, dude, he'll get a takedown, and if you get right back up, he'll just get right back to striking. His striking was so sharp. And then he threw a fucking flying knee, dude. Why are you throwing a flying knee as a wrestler, bro? This guy is a wrestler, and he's throwing flying knees. He was landing them bitches too. What I really like about Aliskerov though is he is an active, he's an active wrestler to where when he gets you to the ground, he's not just laying and praying, like Hassanov did and earlier in the card. He is actively fucking hitting you, trying to land elbows. It's not an easy night. But yeah, no, he was mixing it up phenomenally. He landed like another nasty knee in the second round. He hit a fucking... Dude, one of the best transitions into wrestling. He hit him with a clean 1-2 and then shot a takedown right after, and it was just beautiful. Same with, he hit an uppercut into a knee. He just was great at mixing it up. And then he just mauled them with the fucking wrestling in the third round. 30-27. It was a great performance. I want to see him fight back up in the rankings. I mean, he lost to Robert Whittaker on short notice, but I would like to see him fight someone in the top 15. Even like a RoboCop or or a Christian Leroy Duncan, something like that. I feel like that'd be a really good fight. Or fucking a Jared Cannonier if you really want to push him up there. I think that would be, or feed him like an old vet to get that name value. But yeah, I was really impressed with that performance. Bruno Ferreira, he just got fucking dominated. He got mauled. He was just looking for that one shot and couldn't get it. Almabayev versus Charles Johnson. Dude, Charles Johnson looked like a fucking mad scientist that got shocked by lightning, dude. Like, he looked like he was trying to fucking make Frankenstein or some shit and got hit with the fucking lightning through the metal rod. His haircut is fucking insane. He looks like a crackhead that's just on, like, a corner on East Toledo, man. Who's fent folding outside of, like, a fucking stop and go under a tree. His hair is like one of the last things that the fentanyl hasn't taken yet, or the heroin. But yeah, Almabayev, dude, he came out there looking like he had something to prove. Great striking. He was landing fucking great overhands. That was his best shot, was just overhands. And then, just like I said about Alaskarov, when he gets a takedown, he's actively looking to cause damage, look for submissions. He's not just laying and praying. And I love grapplers that do that. I hate lay and pray, but I do love grappling. I just want to see you do something with the grappling. I don't want to just see you fucking lay on them. Try for a submission. Try for some damage. I love that. Charles Johnson, he just looked sloppy in that fight. And he looked real gun shy. Every single time he'd get in his like normal striking range, he would just freeze. He looked very hesitant, and he would just retreat every time. I'm really trying to stop saying by the way. Look, I just did it again. Fuck. Anyway, even by the third round, crazy output by Almabayev. He just kept going. And then his transitions was just so fucking clean. And Charles Johnson kind of put himself in that scenario of getting taken down nonstop because he kept throwing kicks instead of using his boxing. You think he would try to box more knowing that the takedown threat is there, but he just kept throwing kicks. And it's like, bro, you can't keep throwing unmasked kicks. He's just throwing kicks naked out there. And you're going to get taken down doing that. He actually almost got like a crazy looking triangle from like the bottom. But yeah, it didn't work. And then Almabayev just transitioned, and I thought it was like a spaddle from wrestling. Spattle, whatever. But I guess it's the Soloyev stretch. But yeah, as a grown ass man, you couldn't see me getting put in a fucking split by another grown ass man, having my butthole and my balls exposed to the world. But yeah, really good finish by Almabayev. I'm definitely made me a really big fan of him. And then holy shit, this was one of the only ones where I picked the favorite. I picked the favorite for this fight in Sadikov, and he was looking so clean, like such clean striking technique where he was just flawlessly transitioning from each stance, southpaw to orthodox, keeping the pressure on. And then literally first clean shot of the entire fight of the first round, Camilo just catches him with a hard right jab, and it just puts him down. Puts him flat on his ass. Some people were arguing about it being an early stoppage. I really don't think so. It dropped him on his ass, and then he got hit with like a solid 3 to 4 shots on the ground, and all he did was curl up like this. It'd be one thing if he was trying to like grapple or throw some shots back or anything like that. Nah, he was just curled up in a ball in fetal position. So I really don't think it was a bad stoppage. But yeah, crazy upset by Camilo. You got to give him props. That motherfucker traveled to his hometown where he just had a crazy performance. One of the best fights of last year at UFC Baku last year. And fucking knocked him out with like one punch. Okay. Let's go to the co-main event. This fight was so disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was disappointing as fuck. I really thought this was gonna be a better fight. The first round, it looked like Shara Bullet had a lot of confidence walking into it. and he like paused. He like froze in front of Pereira as if he was gonna get his shit off, and he just got caught with a hard right hand and just put him down. I really thought he was gonna get finished, but Pereira starts to go for the fucking ground and pound, and honestly, I thought people were kind of being hard on Herb Dean, like with the whole shots to the back of the head thing with Alex Pereira. But then even when Vinicius Oliveira fought Andre Fili was literally getting elbowed to the back of the head and was bleeding out the back of the head. Herb Dean was that fucking ref. And then in this fight, Shara Bullet is literally grabbing his fucking... Oh, hold on. Pause. That looks crazy. That looked crazy. Please, no one clip that. But yeah, Shara Bullet is grabbing Michel Pereira's hair. He's grabbing his ponytail the whole fucking time. Just pulling on it multiple times. And Herb Dean don't say shit. And then he finally says something after he done grabbed his hair 2-3 times. And he's like, look, I'm giving you a warning not to grab his hair again. What the fuck? He just grabbed it 3 times. That stopped Michel Pereira from being able to posture up. And I picked Shara Bullet in this fight. So I'm not fucking biased about it. But, bro, he's blatantly cheating. And what is the punishment for blatantly fucking cheating in the UFC and fouling if a point is never taken? You just gave him a warning, dog. Like, no one gives a fuck about that. And then, yeah, at the end of the first round, he ended up, Magomedov ended up flipping position, but, I mean, he got right back up. He didn't really do much damage. But I wrote at the end of the first round, 10-9 Pereira. He looks like a different fighter from the past few years. I was like, holy shit, dude. He's not doing stupid ass shit. He's actually kind of fighting intelligent. He's letting his hands go. What do you know? I was fucking wrong. Round 2 starts. Michel Pereira ain't throwing shit. He's not throwing a single punch, a single kick. He's just standing there. And Shara Bullet, man, like, I get it, he has the cool look and the cool nickname and shit. I don't think he'll ever be anything like sweet or like special. He's more of like a fucking prop, I guess. Like, throw him in an Abu Dhabi card or some shit like that and his fans like him. But I don't think he's ever going to be anything that's genuinely sweet. I know he's only lost to MVP, but the Marc-Andre Barriault fight was good. But, like, bro, you're fighting Michel Pereira, and you can't land anything with the hands. All you can do is throw fucking body kicks. And he had open opportunities if he would just use his hands. But it was just nonstop body and leg kicks. And Michel Pereira wasn't throwing anything. He just was standing there taking it. And he looked so fucking gassed by the end of the round. And you could tell halfway through the second round that all he wanted to do was land that one, like, knockout shot. He wasn't trying to put anything together or, like, hide a shot behind something. He was just looking for one clean shot to put him out. And you can just tell someone's fucking gassed and not conditioned enough when they do some shit like that. Honestly, kind of pathetic, because this is how he loses every fight, bro. He just is so fucking gassed. But yeah, then I said, round 3, both were just freezing each other. And then Shara Bullet was really the only one who was throwing anything. And then he also threw a flying knee when on like a takedown attempt, so that was cool. And yeah, I'm not sure what the fuck Michel Pereira's game plan was for the final rounds. He was just like clinching against the cage when you really needed to like put some output out there. But honestly, I liked the ending sequence for Shara Bullet. He landed a really good knee to Michel Pereira's body, and then hit him with another hard kick to the body before the round ended and the fight ended. And it looked like that shit was damn near about to drop Michel Pereira. But yeah, 29-28. It neither of them looked great. I wasn't impressed with that fight at all. And then the main event, the hometown hero Rafael Fiziev versus Manuel Torres. See, I knew Manuel Torres, like, he had a lot of hype because he hits hard, but his skill just ain't there. Like, his technique just ain't there. Fiziev was just throwing a nice right hand. He even threw in some takedowns, and I think that definitely got Torres' attention to where he had to think about the takedown as well as Fiziev striking. He had a really nice takedown when he like caught Torres' kick and then fucking threw him to the ground too. That was really nice. And then second round starts, he does a fucking spinning wheel like heel kick, and Torres blocks it partially, but it's so hard it just puts him on his ass. And then he goes to get up, and Fiziev just runs over and just gets to throwing hooks, uppercuts, all that shit. Hits him with the hook, hits him with the uppercut, and dude just folds like a fucking lawn chair. And yeah, Fiziev TKO round 2. And he really showed that there's fucking levels to this like elite striking game in MMA. But yeah, I went 8-5 on my picks for this card. I'm sorry for the lack of content that I've been uploading lately. I've just been kind of been going through some stuff. If you tune into the streams, I've talked about it before. I kind of get like a mental block sometimes, even when like I want to make content, I want to stream, but I get like I freeze and I kind of just I kind of just rot. I call it rotting. So yeah, sometimes I just freeze up even when I really do want to make content. But we're gonna be back on the content grind now. I took like the weekend off. I seen some friends that I haven't seen in a long time, and he just turned 21, and that was when I'm like, he is one of my best friends I've grew up with. So yeah, we all went fucking did some fun stuff, celebrated, and yeah, I finally am getting that fatigue cleared out of my head. So we're gonna go back on the content grind. Thank you guys for watching the breakdowns. I'm gonna start calling these H2K breakdowns. So yeah, enjoy your guys' night. Oh, I'm not streaming, so yeah, I guess have a good day, YouTube. Subscribe, comment, tell me what you think about the card, all that shit. We'll be back for International Fight Week, and yeah, let me know if you guys like these breakdowns, what you guys want me to change, if you think I'm just shit at this. Yeah, give me your guys' opinions. Subscribe, like the video. It's all free. You can change your mind later. Yeah, I need to learn how to get better at recording videos off stream. So, yeah, I'm going to fuck with you guys. Thank you guys for watching.